Tonight. Come on.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold, and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life lasts forever. You make us bold, and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold, and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you.
Great job, guys. Everybody stay standing for everywhere I go.
Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid. It's my hope, come what may. Where I go with you. Where I go with you. There's a spirit I cannot contain. There's a spirit I cannot contain. The same power that raised Jesus up from the grave. The same spirit I cannot contain. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid. It's my hope, come what may. Where I go with you. Oh, 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 oh. Where I go with you. Oh, 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 oh. Where I go with you. Breath upon these bones, your fire in my soul. Your kingdom is my home, and I don't walk alone. Everywhere I go on this road,
All right, let's give our dancers a hand. Thank y'all so much. Well, we want to again welcome you to Vacation Bible School on the last night. It is Friday night, and we are so glad to have you with us. I don't know about you guys, but I have learned a lot this week. We've learned a lot from our lessons, and we've also learned a lot just by the situation. A couple of days ago, we were in the sanctuary in here. We're all together dancing around. Then everything that got pulled out from under us, but we're still so excited that you've been able to hang out with us tonight. Well, we have been learning how Jesus' power works in our life. In fact, that's our theme for this whole week. And so let's say this together as we put it up here on your screen, that Jesus' power pulls us through. Now, when I say that, I want you to put your arm up in the air and go, trust Jesus. Can you do that with me? When I say it, Jesus' power pulls us through. Trust Jesus. One more time. Jesus' power pulls us through. Trust Jesus. Great job. Now, we have been learning from the beginning of the week how Jesus' power in our lives helps us to do hard things. Sometimes life is hard. Sometimes being at home, sitting at home when you'd rather be out playing with your friends, or when it's raining outside. That's hard. Sometimes it's when school gets really difficult. Those things are hard. And then we've learned that as Jesus works in our lives to get through those hard things, Jesus gives us hope. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. And ultimately, we know that when we put our faith and our trust in Jesus, that nothing, even in this world, even if we get sick, even if the worst things should happen to us, at the end of the day, we know that one day that we will be with Jesus in heaven. And so He gives us hope. Another thing that we've learned is how Jesus' power helps us to be bold. Now, bold means courageous. Bold means when everything inside of you says, no, don't speak up, don't say it. Boldness is when God works in you to say, yes, this is the right time to speak up. Yes, this is the right time to share the truth. And so we've been learning about what it means to be bold. Yesterday, Mr. Brent talked to us about eternal life and how Jesus gives us the power to live forever. Because Jesus died on the cross and was resurrected from the dead, man, we know that because He lives, we can live. And so when we put our faith and trust in Him, we'll live forever with Him in heaven. Now, once we know that our salvation is secure, once we know that our sins have been washed away by Jesus' blood, what do we do then? Well, now we're in this thing together. We're in this thing as a team. Have you noticed how many folks have been up on this stage? Have you noticed how many people have been involved this week? We come together as a team. Sometimes the devil wants us to fight. Have you ever experienced that with your brother or your sister? That you just start fighting, or you start pointing fingers, or you start tattletelling on one another? Well, all of those things happen because we need God's power in our life to be good friends. And that's our theme for tonight. We're going to put this up on your screen so that you can see it. Look up here on your screen. It says, Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Have you ever had a person in your life that it was really hard to be their friend? Maybe they were always poking you, or maybe they just said some things that you just rolled your eyes. But what Jesus does is He helps us to be good friends. So even when people aren't nice to us, we can still be nice to them. And we might be the only Jesus that they ever see, because they see Jesus in us. Now, we've got a Bible verse that's going to guide our time together. We're going to put it up here on your screen tonight so that you can see it. And the Bible verse that we have comes from John chapter 15, verse 12. And it says this, love each other in the same way I have loved you. So how do we know how to love somebody? How do we do this? Well, we begin to ask the question, okay, God, how much do you love me? Oh, wow, you love me enough to die for me. So I need to love others the same way that you love me. Sometimes I don't think about you when I'm making a decision. Sometimes I don't think about you when I'm doing the wrong thing. But what we want to be is the way that Jesus always thinks about us. Now, Tonight, we have our last Bible buddy that I want to introduce you to. His name is Lawrence Elk. And Lawrence Elk has these huge antlers. And he runs around in packs. There's all kinds of these packs of elk. And I want you to see tonight how he works together with his buddies, with his friends, and uses God's power. Let's roll the video now.
I heard everyone was steaming ahead with the last day of Rocky Railway. Glad you're here. I'm Lawrence Elk. Not a moose, not a ram, but an excellent elk. Male elks are called bulls, and me and my bull buddies like to hang out way up in the Rocky Mountains. In the winter, we move down where we can find grass. But in the spring and summer, we head for the hills. It's important that we stick together with the herd. Some elk herds are as big as 400 friends. Although my antlers are big and strong, female elk or babies don't have these. And a hungry bear is hard to fight off. Speaking of these amazing antlers, they are pretty incredible if I do say so myself. Sometimes they come in handy when other herds get too close to mine, or I need to show another bull that I'm in charge. Yeah, sometimes we butt heads, even in our happy herd. But I try not to get too attached. Literally, they fall off every year and I grow a new set. How cool is that? God also gave me a unique power to help me communicate with the herd. That's called bugling. It's a little like roaring and whistling at the same time. It keeps my herd close together where we can be safe. Our herd even has scouts, a few elk who stand watch while others graze. We have to look out for each other. Do you have friends who look out for you? Friends you like to call out to when you're sad or silly, happy or hurting? Or do you sometimes butt heads with your buddies? Maybe you need the power to forgive and love a friend when you're not getting along. You don't have to do that all by yourself. Jesus gives you his power to help be a good friend. Jesus gave this powerful command in the Bible. Love each other in the same way I have loved you. If you're butting heads with your buddies and not getting along, you can trust Jesus' power and follow his words. Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus.
Everybody stand up and join us in Power in the Bell.
Would you do service for Jesus, your King? There's power in the blood, power in the blood. Would you live daily his praises to sing? There's wonderful power in the blood. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. Would you do service for Jesus?
Awesome job. Awesome job. Now, today we're getting ready to do our skit, and we're going to be able to catch up and see the final episode of what happens with Camtrack and Sarah. Now, you remember the story of what's been happening this week. First of all, they had a rock slide. And in this rock slide, man, Camtrack, he was really down. He didn't think that he was strong enough. But God's power helped him do those hard things. And it was amazing. They were able to get all of the track cleared off. And then they noticed, they looked down at the rails that the train runs on, and they were all warped and bent. And they said, we're going to have to fix this too. And at first they were thinking, how are we going to get through this? But then they realized God's power gives them hope. Well, then after that, Camtrack, as they were moving the train forward, he looked up and he realized this was going to be the biggest mountain he had ever gone over. And he was scared and he didn't want to tell everybody else. But then he realized, you know what? God's power helps me be bold. And then yesterday, we saw how they really wanted to go fast. And so they started shoveling in all the coal because that works as fuel for the train. But then they ran out of coal, so they ran out of power. But through that process, Camtrack realized, you know what? We never run out of coal because we will live forever. You and I are eternal beings. We will live somewhere forever. And if we put our faith in Jesus and what he did on the cross, then we'll live forever with him in heaven once our sins are washed away. Now, today we're going to wrap up our story, and Camtrack's going to tell us something, well, a little bit new. All the other things that have happened this past week have been things that have happened outside of Camtrack. But tonight, what we're going to see is that this one's inside Camtrack. He's got a friend that annoys him and that he doesn't really like. And we're going to see how God's power helps him be good friends. Let's roll our video.
No, just stay there. I've got it. No, it's fine. I'm taking care of it. Just stay there.
Wow, Cam, you seem really steamed up. Oh, it seems like he's really going off the rails.
You're not helping.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a train engineer thing. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, yeah? Try me. I bet I can track right with you.
Really? You're going to have to stop with the train jokes.
Okay, I'm listening.
Well-
But one more. I'm all engine ears. Okay, I'm listening.
Fine. Well, so two people usually drive a steam engine. The engineer and the fireman.
A fireman? Like with a big red truck and a Dalmatian?
No, not like that. Like a fireman on a train engine is the person who shovels the coal and throws it into the fire to make all the steam.
Oh, okay. I'm tracking so far.
Anyway, we got a new fireman on my crew, and he is driving me crazy. He never, ever stops talking. All it ever is, hey, Cam, how you doing? I'm doing well. Hey, what's your favorite color? Mine's purple. Hey, you seem really old. How old are you? Oh, you're so old. Were you there when the train was invented? Hey, you want to hear a train joke? What do you call a train that's carrying bubble gum? A choo-choo train. That's so funny. Hey, why aren't you laughing, Cam? You don't like me, Cam. I don't think you like me. Well, that's okay. I'm going to make you like me. You want to hear another train joke? Why was the train so good at his job? Because he's in training.
Cam, it doesn't sound like you're being very nice to this person. It kind of sounds like you're making fun of them.
You just don't understand what it's like to be constantly interrupted when you're trying to work.
Oh, I think I have a pretty good idea of what that's like. Cam, being loving to others is so important. And if you're having a hard time being a good friend, you can ask Jesus for help. Jesus' power helps us be good friends.
Yeah, but what if someone just won't stop talking?
Jesus' power helps us be good friends. You should talk to Jesus, pray to him, and ask him for patience, and for the eyes to see this new crew member the way Jesus sees him. Maybe this guy's lonely. Maybe he needs someone to talk to. You never know what someone's going through. And sometimes the people who annoy us the most are the ones who need our friendship the most.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I'll have some time on this long haul on our next journey to practice being a good friend. I'm gonna need the power of Jesus. Would you mind praying with me before I go?
Of course I will. We'll wrap up here, and then we can pray together before you go on your trip. And who knows, maybe Jesus put this guy on your crew so that you can show him Jesus' love like no one else.
Me? A job only I can do?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Well, I'm going to finish putting the supplies together for our next trip, and then I'll come right back here so we can pray.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, hello again, kids. It's so good to be with you, and I'm so happy that we get to celebrate together the final night of VBS. And it is certainly a celebration. As you can see, every night is full of fun, but we're going all out tonight. And you'll notice that I've got some decorations up here with me and some gift bags, because what's a good celebration without some decorations and some gifts, right? So tonight we're going to talk about a gift that we give to one another and a gift that we give to Jesus. And one of those things, and the main thing that we give to Jesus, and what we talked about last night, is how we give ourselves to Jesus. We give our heart to Jesus, right? And so we give ourselves to Jesus, and then in return, we get a whole lot more. In fact, when we give ourselves to Jesus and become his friend, we gain so many more friends as well. And that's what we're talking about. That's the message for tonight, right? That Jesus' power, it helps us be good friends. I know that for me, I've really enjoyed being able to be good friends with people in my life, and that the best friendships I've had have always been rooted and anchored in Jesus, and that those friendships are important to me, and they're important in life from now till forever, right? These are people that we'll be able to spend forever with, and so it's really important that we find ways to spend time with those friends. One of the things I want to do tonight is I want you, wherever you're at, if you're at home or wherever, it doesn't matter, but wherever you're watching this from, I want to play a little quick game, because obviously we're friends and we're celebrating. And so I want, for right now, for you to think about something. We're going to, I'm going to call out some stuff. Actually, I'm going to call off a few things. And if I call out something that is representative of you, like, so if you can say, yes, that's me, to whatever I call out, then I want you to throw your hand up and I want you to say, that's me, okay? So I'm going to start off with this. If you have a cat, all right, you made the team. If you said, that's me, you're on the team, all right? Okay, let's reset. So let's do another one. So let's see. If you were born in the summer, yeah, okay. If you said, that's me, then you're on the team. Perfect, right? All right, let's reset. We'll do another. Let's see. How about if you have black hair? If you said, that's me, then you're on the team. Perfect. Okay, now we've had several teams here, and we're going to stop with that for just a moment, because I want to talk about something real quick. So when you got to say, that's me, and you're on the team, probably felt pretty cool, right? I know that in my life, when I've been able to say, that's me, I'm on the team, sometimes that feels really cool. That's a really good feeling, right? But sometimes you don't get to say, that's me. Sometimes you're not on the team, and that can feel disappointing and frustrating, maybe make you angry or make you sad. But the beauty of the team of Jesus, if you want to think of it this way, and we can talk about it this way, is that everyone's invited. And it doesn't matter if you have a cat or a dog. It doesn't matter if you were born in the summer or if you were born in the winter. It doesn't matter if your hair is black or blonde. Everybody is invited to be on the team of Jesus. In fact, you know, what we're talking about tonight is how Jesus' power gives or helps us be good friends. And there are examples of that in the early church. Right after Jesus had died and then rose from the dead, you had his disciples, Peter and John and the others, that go out and they tell everybody about Jesus. And they don't care about that person's background or personality or their opinions. They're just telling them about Jesus because they want them to be on the team. And they want these people to understand the power that is in Jesus. And so the church gets pretty big very early. It starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then pretty soon you have a lot of people that are following Jesus, a lot of Christians. In fact, I've got my phone tonight because I'm going to read one verse real quick to you. And it comes from Acts chapter 2. It's verse 42. It says, "They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, to the fellowship, to the breaking of bread, and to prayer." And these folks got together from all walks of life, from all different backgrounds, with all different types of personalities, all different opinions, but they settled on Jesus. Jesus being who he said he was and doing what he said he did, and being able to then give you the power to be more like him in your relationships, right? As they were able to spend that time together as friends, they begin to realize that there was a strength there, right? And I think it's important for us to remember that today, right? In today's world, we see that there are people that come from lots of different backgrounds, have lots of different personalities and lots of different opinions, and they don't always get along. There's a lot of adults, a lot of big people out there that are always fighting, always looking for a fight, always looking for conflict, always looking for ways to disagree or be mad or angry at each other. But the beauty of following Jesus is that we can come from all of these different places and have all these different personalities and, again, ways of thinking. But if we can settle on Jesus and follow him and be changed by him, then we can also be empowered by him to be good friends to one another regardless of our differences. And so the church begins to demonstrate the power. You as a person, you as a believer in Jesus, begin to demonstrate the power of Jesus. And that's incredible. That's something the world needs desperately today. So this week we've learned about how Jesus' power, it helps us do so many things. It helps us do hard things. And sometimes the hardest thing is getting along with people that you disagree with, right? Sometimes it's being kind and forgiving, even when the other person doesn't make it easy, right? And we've talked about how Jesus' power helps us to be bold, and we talked about how Jesus' power gives us hope, and we've talked about how Jesus' power lets us live forever, and tonight, Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Well, every lesson has been incredibly important. And if last night's lesson, which is probably the most important because it's talking about how you find that power in Jesus to be in that relationship with him, in a relationship with God. If you've done that, if that's where you're at in your life, then it's going to be important that you surround yourself with people that are like that as well, that are thinking that way and living that way, so that you can become stronger. The Bible also talks about how a rope of 3 strands is not easily broken, right? That means that if you were one rope by yourself, then you're not as strong. But when you weave those 3 together, they become stronger. And so tonight, we want to encourage you to find a way to surround yourself with people who think like you and who want to follow Jesus and love him and be his friend and be friends with those who are friends with Jesus. And so if that means you get to come to our church, if you're already a part of it, fantastic. Or if you have another church that you go to, that's awesome too. Whatever way you can find to do that, that's what we got to do, right? That's what we want to do. And then we'll be surrounded by sometimes people that are from different places and have different opinions and different backgrounds and different personalities, and it won't always be easy, but by Jesus' power, we will be good friends, okay? So let's pray that for us tonight and every night, and remember that, okay? So we've got some good friends that are going to come up now and lead us in a song, okay? So let's welcome them back to the stage and enjoy this as good friends. And hopefully we'll see you soon.
Everybody stand up and sing with us.
God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand, you give me faith, and I will
Right. Everyone put their hands together. That was so awesome. Well, we want to thank you guys so much for your attention. And now what we want to do is we want to have an awesome time. We want to play a game, okay? So I'm going to ask for my team helpers. Come on back up. These are my crew leaders. And if you were joining with us Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, then you probably remember what color team you were on. We had all different color teams. We had the orange team. We had the black team, we had the yellow team, the green team, the purple team. We even had the red and the blue team. And so it's been incredible. So whatever team you were on, we had 7 different teams. Tonight, what we want you to do is we want you to be able to root on your different teams. So let's go through. All right, so we got Logan over here to my left. You're going to be representing what team?
Black team.
All right, so he's got black team. All right, we got Sam I Am. Sam, what team are you representing tonight? Green team. You can see his lanyard right there around his neck. All right, Teres, what team are you going to be representing tonight?
Purple team.
Purple team. All right. Huon, what team do you have tonight?
Red team.
Red team. All right, and then we've got, what team are you on tonight? Blue team. All right, and then we've also got what team now? Orange team, which represents a lot of our preteens, okay? All right. And Leah, what team are you representing tonight? The yellow team. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I've got a piece of string, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to take one and pass it down. All right, you can take the whole bunch and you'll kind of pass it down. And I'm going to give you guys each a balloon. I'm going to get a couple of helpers in here. I'll tell you what, let me get Miss Rachel, and I'm going to get Fernando and Miss Mallory. Let's see. All right, I'm going to give you the orange balloon because that's your team. I'm going to give you the blue balloon. Yeah, y'all go ahead and begin blowing these up. I've got a red balloon for you. I've got a purple balloon for you, green for you, and black for you. Now, y'all go ahead and begin to blow them up. If you need one of these guys to hold your string, then they can hold your string. I'll tell you guys what's going to be taking place. Tonight, they're going to blow up their balloons, okay? And then they're going to tie them off. And then we're going to have some helpers tie the string to it. And then we're going to tie that string to their foot. So essentially, they're going to have a balloon that's going to be tied to their foot. And then this is going to be a chaotic time, okay? Because now they're going to try to stomp on each other's balloons and try to pop them. The last person with a balloon is the team that wins. So we're going to help them out. You can see them right here. Yep, they've already got their balloons tied, and they're going to be tying their string on there. So just give them a second as they're doing all that. And by the way, we have had a great time in all of our games all week long. And we want to thank everybody for playing. All right, I'll tell you what. Y'all start, tie it around your ankle, whichever one you want, okay? So you guys can see as they're going to tie it around their ankle. And now they've got a balloon. Now, this is the balloon that they've got to protect, okay? They certainly don't want to step on it, and they don't want anybody else to step on it. And before we got going, I gave them some parameters of where they could go. So they can't run all over the building. They can't run up on the stage. They got to stay down here on the floor here in just a second. We're going to get them tied up. And so as soon as they get ready, then they're going to be able to try to stomp on each other's balloons, okay? So we're going to get it in. All right, how do your balloons feel? They feel good? Feel good? Feel secure? All right, all right. Sam's taking his shoes off, okay? So he's getting, he's gotten down to the socks, all right? So he's going to tie that around his ankle. Logan's going to tie it around his ankle. All right, do you have a strategy in play? Can you think of a strategy that you're going to do? Because remember, you've got kids that are rooting for your team. And tonight, I want to make sure that when I say go, that you are yelling for your team. And I tell you what, parents, if you're watching, this is a fun time for you to take video of your kids or to take some pictures of your kids and send them to us. We got some videos and pictures of you guys yelling at the TV and rooting your team on last night, and it was incredible. We had so much fun. So make sure as you do the rest of our songs tonight, and when you see whoever's going to get pied tonight, make sure that you take some pictures of your kids watching TV. We would love to see all that. All right, we got one more who's going to get his done. All right, now remember, if it comes off your foot, then it's fair game, okay? Then someone can just step on it right then and there, all right? Okay, how you guys feeling?
Scared, nervous.
You're scared, a little nervous, all right? Don't want to get stomped on, all right? All right, on the count of 3, you can jump off, or you can start out, tell you what, y'all want to start on that step, all right? And then on the count of 3, yeah, go ahead and start on the step. On the count of 3, you're going to jump off the step. How about you do that? Go back up, Sam. And then on the count of 3, you're going to jump off the step, and then you're going to try to pop each other's balloon, all right? Last balloon standing wins. Are you ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, go! Get it! Get it! Oh! We lost one! We lost one! All right, root your team on. Purple team is down. Purple team is down. Red team is down. All right, black team is out. Oh, yellow. Oh, save your balloon, yellow. See, yellow's got a great strategy here. Get that green. Oh, green team is down. It's down. Oh, orange team. Give me a high five. Congratulations, Mia. Y'all did such a great job. That was so cool. I tell you what, how about you guys? We have been taking pictures and video all week long. How about you watch up here on your screen? Let's watch some of our favorite pictures and video of the week right here.
Who leaves us breathless in
You guys here tonight. We are so excited that tonight is Vacation Bible School. Oh my goodness, we have had so much fun this week, and now it begins to come to an end. You guys have been incredible. You have given so much money, and you guys have bought coal. By the way, I think our train is gonna make it.
I think so. There's a good bit down in there.
It's awesome. Do you guys realize that we have collected well over $1,000 that we can put towards buying coal, but even more importantly, buying Bibles to send to Africa so that we can take all those Bibles to Africa. You guys are going to make a difference in other people's lives across the world, and we just want to thank you so much. But now is the moment that so many have been waiting for.
Yeah.
And Miss Ray, I have no idea what's going on. I really have no idea.
We're going to find out with you guys. All right? Are y'all ready? I mean, I'm pretty sure the girls are going to win, but I don't know.
I mean, I am hoping that the boys win. The boys have won like the past 2 nights. But I've specifically told everyone, I've said, don't tell me anything. Don't tell me who gave this afternoon. And by the way, we want to thank everybody who gave online, and you can still continue to give online. Look in the description below. And we want to thank everyone that's done it up until this point. We've done a count now, and so we know exactly what our total is. And I'm just going to look to you guys because I have no idea. Do we have a score that we're going to be able to put up on the screen? Are y'all going to be able to see? So is it boys or girls? I can't. What is it? The boys have 403 to the girls 390. That's incredible. Everybody give yourself a hand. That was awesome. Now, we told you guys that we were going to let everyone pie one of us. So you're going to get it tonight. But we don't have everyone here, but we do have several of our leaders. Several of our leaders are going to have a pie in their hands. So, boys, is it time for the boys? Here, you want me to hold your microphone real quick?
I'm going to give it to you.
Okay, all right, I'm going to hold on to your microphone. All right, boys, y'all want to come up? This is the moment that everyone has been waiting for. So it looks like the boys 3 years in a row. Oh, my goodness. How is it? Oh, this is just too good to be true. Boys, you did an incredible job. Do we have any more? One more, maybe? All right. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, and I get one? After you just cleaned off your face.
We have more coal. We have more. The girls just brought more in. Can we count it real quick?
Oh, no. What was the difference? By 13? By 13 pieces of coal?
It's pretty full. I don't know how many might be in there.
Oh, Miss Mallory. All right. Well, go. I tell you what. Here, hold this for me. All right. Thank you so much. All right. All right. All right. So let's count them and let's see. If you have more than 13, right. we'll see. You might not be able to see, but we'll be able to see. All right. So we got. All right. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is looking real. 14. Oh, 14 plus.
I think the girls.
Did you put that extra money in there? And did you buy that extra coal? You did that last minute, didn't you?
I did not do it.
You had somebody else? You called in a favor?
Do you want to know who it really was?
I want to know who really, at the last minute, put in that coal.
You really want to know?
Yes, I do.
You know her.
I know her?
You know who she is.
Is it my wife?
Nope.
Okay.
Miss Alicia.
Miss Alicia.
She called me up and asked if she had enough time to get more in, so.
Oh my goodness. Miss Alicia, our former youth pastor, came in and decided to add those many rocks so that it would go over the end. Oh my goodness. Well, Miss Alicia, hopefully you got what you want. Uh-oh. Miss Mallory? Okay. Come hold the microphone. You did. I can't see. Oh, man. Girls, give yourself a big round of applause. You did such a great job. I am covered in pie. And we want to thank all the parents, all the kids, all the adults who gave to be a part of this. Mr. Jim came in earlier today, said, I've got something to give too. We want to thank everybody who has contributed to this incredible, incredible cause. Well, listen, here's what we're going to do. Remember, this upcoming Sunday, we're not going to have Sunday Fun Day, but we do want you to follow us online at 10:30. We're going to be right here on Facebook or YouTube at 10:30 this upcoming Sunday, so make sure that you follow along with us. And I think before we go, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna set this down. Can we begin to pull this down? Well, actually, we probably shouldn't pull this down because I've got stuff all over me. Can you guys find a spot up here with us without tracking this everywhere? And I tell you what, let's finish out our VBS with one of our favorite songs, The Train, okay? So we're going to have our folks, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Come on out. Yeah, just fold it real good. Oh, I'm slipping. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you. It's all right. All right, y'all ready? Come on up, and let's go out with our final song, The Train. Here we go. Everybody put your hands together wherever you are. Make sure that you take some pictures and video tonight. Here we go. Come on. Let me hear you say choo-choo. And ride it. Come on, ride the train. And ride it. Come on, ride the train. And ride it. Oh my goodness. Come on, ride the train. And ride it. 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 Come on, ride the train. He pulls us through. Everybody, VBS, let me see you do it. VBS, everybody say it. VBS, VBS, keep it going. VBS, VBS. Way deep down south, yo, we play this thing. It's called VBS Week, and yo, we call it the way. So if you wanna ride, come on, lay down your pride and hear how Jesus died. Come on, you must decide. So gather all your friends as VBS begins. Ride on this choo-choo, get on this choo-choo. I know your heart's aching, so come on with me. I wanna take you to church with me. You're on a search, you see. So don't try to hide it, just decide it. Your life, he'll guide it. You need him to write it. So all of you kids, let's dance this way. Memorial Baptist of Memory's gonna ride this train. Come on, ride the train. Come on, ride the train. Come on! Come on, ride the train. Let me see you. And ride it. Come on, ride the train. You got it. Come on, ride the train. And ride 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 it. Here we go. Come on, ride the train. He pulls us through. Come on, ride the train. Jesus pulls us through. Come on, ride the train. He pulls us through. Come on, ride the train. Jesus pulls us through. B, everybody, let me see you. S, let me hear you scream it. B, S, B, B, S, V, B, S, B, B, S, V, B, S, B, B, S, V, B, S. All right, put your hands together. Hey, listen. We have had an incredible night with you tonight. Thank you so much for joining with us all week long at Vacation Bible School here at Memorial Baptist. Remember, Jesus gives you the power. Thank you for being with us. Good night, everybody. We love you. We'll see you next time. Woo-woo!